Welcome to the Lose Your Big Ass Stomach podcast. I'm your host, Jay Jackson, and my mission here is to help you get rid of that big ass stomach and take back control of your health so that you can look and feel your best by being the best version of yourself, mentally and physically, while destroying the mediocre agenda society is trying to brainwash you into, and breaking our families' generational curses of being unhealthy by being a healthy and fit role model. It's time to set a new standard. It's time to set a new standard of living. If you find the podcast helpful, be sure to hit that follow button because that helps us build a movement. Let's go. Man, next month, going into August, is about to be my birthday. Your boy's about to turn 35 years old, and I think about, all the people that I've been able to help over the years. And it's well over 800 plus people, because the first decade of my career, I trained people in person out here in Buckhead, Atlanta, training the Buckhead Betties. And then, I stepped into doing coaching like I do now over the past couple of years, probably like 4 or 5 years now. And what I've realized is that a lot of people have a hard time, not just losing weight, but most folks have a hard time losing the weight and keeping it off. And so if you're somebody, you want to be able to lose the weight and understand, what do you need to do to be able to keep the results long term? How can you make it sustainable? That way you can be healthy. That way you have a good quality of life. You're not worried about your health getting worse because of your weight. You're not worrying about your clothes not fitting you because you're gaining more and more weight. In this video, I'm going to share with you what habits you need to have. Because the biggest mistakes that I see most people make is they're being hack focused. The hack of doing the keto diet, the hack of doing a detox diet, the hack of trying to do a fasting diet, and they can't sustain these things. You can't sustain them, and that's why most people can't keep the results after they get the results. They can't sustain the diet plan or the workout plan. And so what we need to do instead is a couple of things. It's a couple of things we want to focus on. The first thing that I teach my coaching clients is we have to go from being pleasure-based focused to value-based focused when it comes to nutrition, okay? I know a lot of snowflake trainers out there, all they want to do is just give you a meal plan on social media. They want to show you these fancy workouts to do on social media. Why do you think so many people, I think it's like 2/3 of America is overweight. 2/3 of America is overweight because they don't understand the right way of thinking. They don't understand its habits. It's not just workout meal plan, okay? And so when I talk about value-based versus pleasure-based, most people, they're just eating based on how it tastes. I get it, guys. We out here in the United States, everybody want to eat something that tastes good. Everybody want to drink this Simply Lemonade. Everybody want to drink the sweet teas. Everybody want to, eat the pizzas and go to, if you're out here in Atlanta like I am, it's a new restaurant pop up every other week. So everybody want to go out to eat. Everybody's celebrating being fat on the weekends. And so here's the thing. That's cool. You can enjoy yourself. There should be some pleasure within your eating routine. But there also should be some focus around the value. Meaning you're eating whole, nutritionally dense food. I be talking to folks who grown, 30s, 40s, and even in their 50s. Don't be eating no fruits and vegetables. Guys, this is not negotiable. These are non-negotiables. If you want to look better, you want to feel better. Everybody talk about a high-value man, a high-value woman. Guys, it's the way you think about yourself. If you don't think of yourself as high value, you're not going to put valuable foods inside your body. The reason I don't eat fast food and junk food all the time because I value my body. I value the quality of food that I'm eating. And so eating protein on a daily basis, eating fruits, eating vegetables. Shit, as we get older, guys, you got to start thinking about, being able to preserve our vitality. And so there are certain supplements that we can take. Vitamin D. There are certain supplements that we can take. Zinc. Certain supplements that we can take. Omega-3 fish oils. Things like that, guys. It's not just about fat loss supplements. It should be health, wellness supplements, and just overall good food. Foods that are going to give you energy. Versus the pleasure-based foods that just steal your energy. Let me let you know. Let me talk to you about how you know if you're just eating straight pleasure-based foods. If you ever find yourself, because I get a lot of people who reach out to me who they inquire about coaching with me. They book a game plan call with me. And on the call, I talk about different things about their lifestyle, their concerns with their health and their image, but I also go over what foods are they eating on a daily basis. Like, what's the norm? And they always tell me, in the middle of the day, or even sometimes in the morning after they get done eating, they feel sluggish. They have the itis, or they have brain fog. The foods that they're eating is stealing value away from them. It's not giving them value. If you're eating meals and right after you get done eating, you're tired and sluggish, you can't even think straight, you feel like you want to go to sleep, you can't perform at a high level and be productive at work or just with your family, guys, you're eating the wrong way. At some point, you got to wake up and realize that's not how life is supposed to be. Some people just make that a norm, and things end up getting chronically worse over time. High blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, sleep apnea, erectile dysfunction, feeling lack of motivation, not ever feeling motivated. Guys, how can you feel motivated if you're always tired from the way you're eating? If you're eating junk food all the time because you want something that tastes good, pleasure-based. That's why we have to shift to value-based foods, okay? That's the first shift you have to have. That's the first habit. The habit of focusing on, is this food or is this beverage that I'm getting ready to drink giving me value? Or is this food or beverage that I'm getting ready to eat or drink based on pleasure? It should be the 80-20 rule, okay? 80% of the time, you're leaning towards value. The other 20% should be leaning towards pleasure. Some of y'all, you flip it. Y'all have it 80% value. If you look it down and you got a big ass stomach, that's why. Because you focus on pleasure too much. You need to start focusing on more value, okay, with what you're eating. That's the first thing. You do that part alone, you will never have another weight problem ever. Because nutrition is 80 to 90% of what's required to lose weight. Okay? It's not killing yourself in the gym. It's not spending hours in the gym, y'all. I be in the gym like 30, 45 minutes. Folks be looking at me like, man, how the hell you look like this? You barely be in here. It's like my nutritional point. When you eat the right way, guys, you don't have to be in the gym all day. All right? For all my folks who career driven, you have businesses, you don't have a whole lot of time on your hands. You have responsibilities at home with your family. This is how you save time. Dial in your nutrition. Okay? I have coaching clients like Brandon Dix. He's down over 60 pounds. This guy was struggling for years to lose weight. Years. That's time he can't get back. And just in a matter of months, it's been like 7-8 months, he's down over 60 pounds. Just by focusing on value versus just pleasure and bouncing from hack to hack to hack. I got him understanding what habits he needs to have now. That's how he's able to lose his weight and have the confidence that he can still enjoy himself with the food that he eats, and he don't feel guilty. He don't have to worry about the weight coming back. He know what steps he needs to take now to keep that weight off. Among like hundreds of my other coaching clients. Okay? So that's the first thing. Second thing is this. You have to go from the habit of just working out to the habit of training. Working out are the people who, they go to the gym at the beginning of the year because it's New Year's, or they looked at a photo and they're like, oh no, I'm getting too big. I don't even look like myself no more. I talk to folks on these game plan calls all the time. But they look at themselves in a photo, they be like, damn, I done got big. They go work out. And they work out for sometimes weeks, months, maybe even years, but they're still not seeing results. And this happens because there's no structure. There's no intentionality behind what they're doing. They're just going to the gym doing something. They may do a little cardio. They may do a little bit of bench press. They may do a little bit of leg press. They go in there and do some abs. There's no structure, no flow to what they're doing to allow them to progress each and every week. And so those are the people who have been working out, but they don't look like they work out. Their family, their friends, the people at their job be asking, hey, how that little workout thing going? And then some of them, they stop even asking because they can see John ain't losing no weight. Sarah, she's not losing any weight. I see how it's going. And so how do we change that? We have to go from the habit of working out to the habit of training. All training is, guys, is knowing what you need to do when you hit the gym. Knowing what exercise to do. how many reps, how many sets, how much rest time, the best way to do cardio based on your fitness level, based on your goals. Guys, this is how I can get in the gym 30, 45 minutes max and get up out of there and be in my mid-30s and still have washboard abs. Still have full of energy, guys. Like, this is how it's done. This is how you save time and look good and feel good, have good health, so that you could be there for the people you love and care about and not just be existing because you don't have energy. Some folks, y'all have so much potential, and a lot of y'all are wasting your potential because you're winging it. When you're working out, you are winging it. It just gives you a little feel good. Oh, I did something. But damn, who want to just be doing something but not seeing something? Don't you want to see it? Don't you want your clothes to fit? I know me. I want my clothes to feel good on me. I want to get a little compliment every now and then. You know what I'm saying? I want to be able to buy some clothes and be like, ooh, yeah, they look good on me, versus putting on a certain shirt or a fit and be like, damn, my body ain't good enough for this. I got to lose some weight before I can buy this. That's no good. And so you have to shift from the habit of working out to training. You train, you get strong on a weekly basis. You train, your clothes start fitting better on you on a weekly basis. You train, you start being able to look at yourself in the bathroom mirror with your clothes off and being like, dang, ooh, your boy coming along over here. And all my ladies, your man ain't gonna be able to keep his hands off of you. That's what it's supposed to be like when you start training. Okay? The last thing is this. You have to get into the habit of preparing. You have to get into the habit of having preparation. Most folks, here's why I say this. Because when I talk to a lot of people who are busy, you know, not just busy being broke. I'm talking about people who busy, getting to the bag. You got family. You got a demanding career. There's a reason you're busy, right? Because you got responsibility. You're doing something. But they fall victim to being inconsistent with the meal plan or being inconsistent with their workout routine. This happens. The real reason they're inconsistent is lack of preparation. When you lack preparation, even if you have the game plan, guys, people come into my coaching program, I give them exactly what to do. The members who get the best results, one of my coaching clients, Goldie Moore, dropped 30 pounds the first 3 months. And her husband joined her out of moral support. He wanted to support her along her weight loss journey. He dropped 40. But I did a success interview with her. It's on my YouTube if anybody wants to watch it. And one of the biggest things that stood out to me along our interview, is she was like, she had to prepare because she has very long days. They have multiple kids. I think they have like 3 or 4 kids. You know, I think they have like 1 or 2 kids that's in college. So she has a very, very demanding schedule. And she was like, Jay, the biggest thing that helped me was preparation. And as a coach, one thing I realized is that success leaves clues. And I started to pay attention to the clients who get the best results in my coaching program. They prepare. They're very intentional with preparing. The people who just wing it and they miss a day here, they miss a day there, they miss a week there, they're not preparing. They're not thinking to themselves before that week starts on a Saturday or Sunday, okay, well, what days I'm working out? All right, what meals I'm eating? What food I'm going to buy? You know what I'm saying? Like, what days are going to be really busy for me, so I need to prepare ahead of time before that day starts. This is how you go from good to great. This is how you go from big-ass stomach to having a flat stomach. Very simple things, guys. Preparation. A lot of y'all, you get so consumed in just working and just responding to each day versus being proactive. You have to start having the mindset of being proactive, the habit of being proactive and preparing ahead of time. Like, guys, even when I do game plan calls, like if you ever book a game plan call with me, I'll shoot you a text maybe about an hour before the call. I'll say, hey, just getting ready to prepare for the call. You know, I want to make sure I can best help you as best I can. I'm not just getting on the call just to have a conversation. No, we getting shit done. And so that's why when I look at folks' assessments and I'm talking to people in the DMs with people I chat with, if they don't seem like they're invested in wanting to make a change, cool. Take your snowflake ass on somewhere else. When you ready, I'll be ready. But I want people who are serious, people who are invested in wanting to make a change. And when you're invested in wanting to make a change, it's a priority to you. It's a different type of conversation. Like, I talk to hundreds, thousands of people on a monthly basis, y'all. Like, shit, we almost at like 170-something thousand people just on Instagram. And so I see the patterns of the winners. But I also see the patterns of the people who lose. The people who continue to struggle. The people who continue to struggle, zero preparation. The people who continue to struggle always got an excuse. The people who continue to struggle, they're always procrastinating. And they wonder why they have that big ass stomach. They wonder why they have high blood pressure, type 2 diabetes, sleep apnea. Always going to the doctor and being like, damn, I gained some more weight. Doc told me I need to start losing some weight. You got to change your habits, man. The winners have different habits. They're no better than you. If you're not winning right now and you feel like you're, damn, he talking to me. The people who winning, they know better than you. They just have better habits. They focus on value over pleasure. They're training and not working out. And they're preparing and being proactive instead of just, oh, woe is me. I just want to get through the day. You ever talk to a motherfucker, I'm just getting by. This is another day. You already know they're not being proactive. The people who being proactive, the winners, they out here trying to get it. On a daily basis, they moving towards something. They moving towards getting their body on point. They moving towards getting their mindset on point. They moving towards getting to the bag so that way they can take care of their family and their kids so they can enjoy their life. Enjoy it. And not just try to survive it. Just get through it. The people who just trying to get through it, they have all the wrong habits. The habit of just, one day, it's because I'm too old. It must be because of my genetics. Everybody behind me, all my mom, my granddad, and everybody, they was big boned. I must be big boned too. No. They just had big bone habits. Ain't no damn big bone skeleton. Your ass is fat. You need better habits. You have better habits. The reason I say this, though, is because I came up in a family where I thought that was true too. I thought all the people I loved and cared about, my granddad, his two sisters, I thought they was big bone because that's what they used to say. But every day, we was eating smothered pork chops and neck bones and green beans and, pound cake. Big bone habits. Now, you ain't big bone. Big bone habits. They got big as hell. But back then, we just didn't know. Jay Jackson had not evolved into Jay Jackson yet. I wasn't the version of myself I needed to be back then to save my family. But now, my granddad passed away years ago, 46 years old, sleep apnea, had a heart attack in his sleep. Louise, who was like our big mom in the family, big lady, ended up having high blood pressure, led to her being on dialysis, ended up having type 2 diabetes, passed away. All because of their habits. You change your habits, you can change your life. And if you like me, you live off of impact. You don't want to just do well for you. You want to do well so that you can help other people. And so you do well for yourself. Now you can help impact the other people you love and care about. What y'all think I do for a living? What do y'all think I do? I do this shit like I want to look good. I want to feel good. But I want y'all to feel the same thing. Being able to enjoy life. Being able to pour into your kids and your family and the people you love and care about. How much better would your life be if you was the weight you wanted to be? If you could fit your clothes the way you wanted to? If you had the energy that you wanted to have? What type of an impact would that have on the people you love and care about? What type of impact would that have on your career? What type of impact would that have on your mental and spiritual life if you took care of your body and health? It all starts with your habits. All right? Let's get it. We out. Yo, appreciate you for tapping in and listening to the podcast episode today. Hopefully you found it valuable. And if you did and you want to learn more about how I can help you lose the big ass stomach, transform your body, and get your health on point, DM me real results over on Instagram at JJacksonOfficial for more information. And I'll reach back out to you to do what I can to help you hit those health and fitness goals. Let's get it.